Quintus, who is a Cameroonian movie star, a producer, very influential in the entertainment industry in Cameroon, very popular in the Cameroonian diaspora in the US, UK, in Belgium. I think he had lived there for a time being. He was recently arrested and by the Interpol, International Interpol. Nothing official yet, but people are suggesting that he is being transferred to the US to face fraudulent charges. Very shocking is that everything now is alleged. Nothing is official, so we're not trying to bring down somebody who has not been charged officially. But the suspicion is fraudulent charges in the U.S. Maybe relations to Eric Tato, who has already pleaded guilty to fraudulent charges, is in jail still. Obviously shocking for many Cameroonians. Yeah, I don't know that you know Can Quintus that much, but I'm sure you've heard of him. For those who don't know him, he was the main director, also an actor in The Fisherman's Diary, which made it all the way to Netflix, and you can watch it on Netflix. So he's in jail now. I guess in the days ahead, we're going to see what he's been charged with, and maybe we'll have a better idea. But for now, everything is alert. Fraudulent charges. Any thoughts?
No, this is not the first Cameroonian who has been arrested and charged with fraud and other offenses, right? Only recently, Eric Tato, who seemed to be a friend of Can Quintus, was also pleaded guilty for
Yeah.
same thing, bank fraud in connection with multiple fraudulent COVID-19 relief loans, right? And I hear that again, it is alleged that Can Quintus too was part of the fraud or is part of or something like that. Again, officially, we don't know what the charges are, but I know that there's multiple cases where either Cameroonians in the United States are being investigated, or have been arrested or have been charged with fraud offenses, especially connected to the COVID-19 loan. So it's not Can Quintus is not the first. You probably is not going to be the last. Eric Tato pleaded guilty a couple a couple
Years
a,
ago, a couple
a
years ago.
couple of weeks ago. We also know of a Cameroonian who is also very popular in the Southwest, Wilson Daniel Frita. They call him Da Costa. He too was arrested and eventually he was sentenced in 2025 again, all fraud issues. So my thought here is that Cameroon copies a lot. Like, I mean, music. Look at Cameroon. When it comes to music, every young person now is trying to be Nigerian. They are either singing Nigerian style, it's Afrobeats, is that. When it comes to scam and fraud, it seems like we have made it a point. Young Cameroonians, not our generation, because all these guys are younger than 40. They are in their 30s. So these are young Cameroonians who have, wouldn't know if I should say copy, or who have just decided to go through life through the easy route. Again, this would be the easy route. I mean, we were both here when COVID happened. I'm sure if we were dubious and criminal minded as some of these guys, I'm sure we too had the possibility of going and getting a loan or frauding the system, right? But again, it's like people like this who kind of go out and tarnish the reputation of Cameroon.
Yeah.
Generally, when it comes to Africa, Cameroon has a really good reputation, which I enjoy. When
Mhm.
I present my passport or I say I'm Cameroonian, nobody talks about scams, nobody
No.
talks about fraud. They talk about football. That is what we are good at.
Yeah.
That is what we are known for. That's what our generation is known for.
Mm.
However, I get the feeling, and I'm worried
Yeah.
that this current generation, so the people below 30, this generation is going to ruin the reputation that we've enjoyed for so long, where you present your passport and you automatically become a suspect.
Yeah.
That is definitely something I'm worried about. Or where you make an application for visa and they start doubting why you really want to visit or why you really want to get a visa. Because again, it starts small, but again, it's not what if it was just this one, I would say, well, some unfortunate Cameroonian is attempting um to game the system, but it's not just this one person. There's a
Okay.
long list of Cameroonians who are dealing with or hiding from a long list of Cameroonians who have escaped from the United States and are hiding somewhere in Cameroon. Yeah, it worries me that our reputation is going to be tarnished to a point where when you say you're Cameroonian, people start thinking about scam.
Right.
Again, I don't know if you agree, but most of the time when Nigerians travel, once you present a Nigerian passport, that is the first thing that comes to people's mind. Nigerian prince, uh, you're always connected to a scam. There's always a questioning why you're visiting a particular place. There, you're scrutinized a lot more
Yeah.
than a Cameroonian would be. So yeah, that is clearly something that I am worried about. I don't know if it's something about the young people who I don't know if it's the lifestyle, I don't know if it's social media, because even just before his arrest, if you go to Kang Quinto's social media, his Facebook
Yeah.
profile, you would see him
And
living
lavishly.
a lavish life in Europe where he went for a visit. I mean, I'm not sure if people are stupid or people think that the law forgets. The law does not forget.
To say the FBI.
The FBI does not forget. It might take time, but remember that they haven't forgotten about you, because Kanquitus has been in Cameroon for a long time. And then all of a sudden he decides to take a trip to Europe. Why? Knowing why he was in Cameroon, because his decision to relocate to Cameroon wasn't for anything other than the fact that he was trying to escape from the law,
Yeah.
right? So why all of a sudden, why would you want to go on a vacation to Europe? Well, you've decided to go. Why do you have to leave your life on Facebook and put
Okay.
it there for everyone to see? Like you're notifying the FBI and Interpol where you are, and you're inviting them to come arrest you, because again, you're spending money that was gotten illegally or by fraud.
All
And
right.
he's not the only one. This Da Costa guy spent a long time in Cameroon after escaping from the United States, and then decided to go back there. For what reason? I'm not sure. And then he got arrested, right? So it's like they forget, they run, they stay for a while, and they believe, okay, we are maybe
Forgotten about me.
they've forgotten about you, so I can just go back and live my life. No, they haven't. The arm of the law is slow, but it definitely catches up to you. Always. I can guarantee you that always catches up to you. So yeah, those are some of the things that came to mind when. And again, I feel like Cameroon now is a place where people go to launder money, in my
Well,
opinion.
yeah.
When you do your scams, or you do your frauds, you defraud people, you run to Cameroon, and you I don't know if that's how we want to be seen in Cameroon.
That's how I was saying. And also the people in Cambodia, stop comparing your family abroad to. Yes, man. If these people make it as if we are not working hard, or we are not focused on the right thing. Remember how Eritalo used to go on social media and they meet. He was at one point. supporting Amazonia and talking the was Gary Master calling for the killing of people and the maiming of people, and at the same time you're insulting people. I've only been here for like 6 years. Look at what I've achieved. Look at this
Mhm.
business. I've opened this business. It's about being smart and stuff like that. Then imagine your family in Cameroon look at that video and they're asking you, my man, you just saying that this same America or Canada you deal with these people. Like, do they have two heads? What is it that they are doing that you cannot do to be able to make the kind of money that they're making? Um, um, I hope this is an answer and it settles that urge to ask a question how people make their money. Um, any hardworking person, I don't care how much you make, you cannot be flaunting the lifestyle that these people are flaunting on social media. It's not. If you really earn your money, I think you're gonna be you're not
Honestly,
you're not gonna say if you're really busy working, man, you're not gonna be traveling and having that free time and spraying money at parties and stuff like that. Like people who work hard for that money don't just do that. It's not part of the lifestyle. So I hope you can see say we were the hustle. We need to spend that kind of money. So now hustle the hustle, and don't take us and try to make us be like people who are fraudsters. Because some of us are hardworking here, and every penny matters. Okay, it does matter.
if you notice, people who live lavishly in that manner are either people who come from money. So
Yeah,
if your father is a billionaire, millionaire, and there's money at your disposal, of course, you have a big inheritance. You have other friends who are wealthy as well. You can spend money that way. Or people who get money easily without doing much work, like defrauding
yeah,
a system, defrauding the United States government, Hush Puppy, Can Quintus, Eric Tato, people like that. Is money that's gotten easily is always spent with little regard to the value of the money that you're spending. Because if you work hard and earn money from hard work, or if you're running a business and making money off that business,
yeah.
you don't go around flaunting wealth in that way. You don't spend it on social media. You don't spend it on the flashy lifestyle that you see. So again, I think that's what I've noticed. Even just as a young person growing up, I've always noticed that those who are flaunting money that much either come from money, or they get their source of money is usually questioned.
Bravo.
um I think that's something that we kind of need to learn. Do you want to be a hard worker, take your time, make money, appreciate the value of money, or do you want to go the easy route, and going the easy route knowing very well, or knowing that the slow arm of the law is always going to catch up with
It's
you?
always gonna catch you.